All right, I think we're good. Go ahead and mute that. I'm tired. I took a nap. I don't know if I should have. Because now I like woke up like 10 minutes ago. And I'm so tired. Yay. Oh, if I click on the thing, it'd be great. Everything's still frozen. On! And hey, done. Let's stand up. I need to stand up. I'm gonna fall asleep if I don't. Hey, dude, tier has it been tier 3 for like, dude, man. Thank you, Chris, for the exorbitant sub. Appreciate you. Love you. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Funny. Hi, Drunky. Got a Sea of Thieves cookbook. Nice. Got to send you some grog recipes. Nice. Hey there, Mr. Jordan. Welcome to the party. Void Ghost, welcome to the party. Good to see you, Pun. Hey, bro. I'm here for the tea. No, not tier 3 for 5 years. Yeah, okay. Well, at least is that the Wii, Nintendo Wii? Yes, yes, it is. We are going to be playing some Metroid Prime 2 on it. It seems like it's gonna work today, which is weird. That's not normal. It doesn't normally do that. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Hey, Sparkinator, good to see you, my friend. How's it going? Woo! Packing, yes. I need to be packing. I need to be packing. Oh my gosh, you've doubled up on it.
Pull the lever.
Oh no. Oh, I just got up from a nap. My brain hasn't turned on yet. I'll find liquid smoke eventually. Oh, be careful with liquid smoke. Like liquid smoke, a little goes a really long way when it comes to like using it as a marinade. But be careful not to like drink it straight unless it's like a really small dosage. Use it to marinate something. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What are you packing for? Didn't you just move? I'm going to. So that's a great question. Let me turn both of these off for a moment. May is going to be a big travel month for me, and Barry, dude, Chris and Barry coming in here and showing up with subs that are longer than I've even been alive. Oh man, or at least my brain has been alive. Hi, it's good to see you. Oh man, I hope you're doing well. I don't know if I still need to get that mattress checked out because like I feel like I'm sleeping on it and it's like my back is all toasty afterwards. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh. I got an inversion table, but I gotta like set it up again. Raise a chair. Yeah. I went ahead and splurged and actually got the one that I think you recommended. It is comfy. It is comfy as hell. Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, so I just got up. May is gonna be a travel month for me. I'm actually gonna be seeing Barry 2 separate times at 2 different locations. It's gonna be crazy. So on May 3rd, I will be traveling to Seattle, and we're going to be taking a cruise up to Alaska. Me and Barry are going to be taking a cruise up to Alaska. It's going to be great. Very much excited about that. It's been about 5 years since I've been up to Alaska, and last time I went was with my dad. And I'm going to be bringing him again this time, and we're going to be scattering him. So that's going to be interesting. I gotta make sure not to forget that, because I have everything there. Beyond that, I'm gonna be packing for that. That's gonna be May 3rd. I'm gonna be back on May 13th, I believe. Then in May, oh shit, did this really turn off again? May 19th, I'll be traveling again. I'm going over to Manchester to see our lovely and amazing friends over at the Madhouse. We're going to be over there for about a day, and then I'm going to be moving along to, oh, wait. There we go. Yeah, it just needed a good smack. Software update. I'll do that later. I'm going to go to Manchester to visit our friends over in the Madhouse. It's going to be awesome. Then after that, I'm going over to Austria to visit my sister and my mom and stepdad, who are going to be in the area. And then from there, traveling over to Amsterdam / Rotterdam to see our favorite Dutch friend and family. And my mom and stepdad are going to be meeting him in person. That's going to be really cool in his neck of the woods. So that's going to be really cool. Are we going to stream abroad? I mean, if she consents to being streamed, yeah. Sorry, that was terrible. Yes. I think that we could do some of that. Oh no, Aerodite. Oh. Wait, did the lever not work? Lever's on cooldown. Oh, on stream. Yvonne gave me. Oh, that's gonna be fun. IRL better than on stream. I don't know about that. Stream is really flattering for me. It really paints me in a nicer light. I said I know a board. Oh, a board. Well, if it consents. Irodite. Are you gonna jump in the pool before you leave? I might. I actually probably should. I don't know if I'll do it today. I might do it on Friday. Maybe that'll be like a going away thing. I'll jump into the pool on stream on Friday. Merrick! So I have a question. I have Godbread. Hi, it's good to see you. How you doing? I have a steak that I froze and then left in the fridge over the last few nights. It's Wednesday, so yeah, it's been about 2 nights. I don't know if it's fully thawed yet, and if it is, I don't know if I could leave it out of the fridge for now and thaw it so that I could actually cook it tonight. So I might just cook it tomorrow. I work Friday. No! Well, we'll have to have clips. How is you? I'm doing good, Brad. How are you doing, my friend? You're in crippling debt. Well, then stop
donating it before you cook it.
Smell it before you cook it. I was in the freezer.
Hey, I want superpowers.
I threw it in the freezer, so you just don't refreeze it. But generally, you'll be fine with just a few days of thawing. Okay. I'll go smell it right now. And we got some superpowers. Let's see who got the superpowers. Merrick of Asgard! Merrick! Thank you so much for buying yourself a sub the correct way. I appreciate you. Doom! Smell it before you cook it. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that. If you make more ribs, tag me in stream. I'll crawl to the prime ribs. I haven't like made ribs like a barbecue ribs. But I've made prime rib before. That was pretty good. Doom. Drunky smell is me on stream. Exactly. I think Doom and them are gonna be in my shorts. So I think Mr. Jordan, you said you had a new computer. Are you gonna christen your new computer in my shorts? All right, let's see what it looks like. I think it smells like cold meat. Like, I don't know what I'm looking for. It's got a little oxidation on the top where it's like a little bit gray, but not like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for really. I also got these two. I had an orange one too, but I ate it already. It was good. I've got a bunch of orange juice, a bunch of milk that I should probably drink some now. And eggs. I got some eggs. I want to eat all of that before Saturday. Does it smell like dirty underwear? It didn't really. It's a bit marbled, but it looks a little bit. It's marbled. It was marbled, I think. Not off or rotten. Go left out of frame to come up mid-centery out of. Yeah. Gonna be a particular partially in and out shot. We're gonna Squishmallows order. Nice. You're looking for sulfur or off smell. You'll recognize the smell. I know the smell of bad beef. It did have like, it had like, if I really stretched it, it smelled like cold, just cold. Like raw beef doesn't really have much of a smell, and it had like if I inhaled, it had like a very twinge of a sour, but like nothing up and away. Conga, bye. Oh, I got a call. It was from a spam number. Damn it. That was an opportunity. That was an opportunity we could have had there. Oh well. I'm tired. I love you guys though. All right. Oh, hey. I'm getting a haircut on Friday. So also, we got a couple of things going on. Let me meet the kitchen. So, couple things. I got some tea. Hey, Weeburger! I was kind of waiting until Zoretto was gonna. Yorkie, what's up? Good evening, sir. How's your new home? So far so good. It feels more like a home. It feels like a home now. So, I still have one or two more trips from the other place, but like what I really wish I had done was get engaged with a realtor before I had like left. So like what I might do is I might do one more trip over there, get engaged with a realtor, have them like make some repairs and stuff to it to get the rental stuff started. But we'll see. Oh, before I forget, what's up? Read up, Drunky. Nice to be so happy for you. Thank you. Yeah, it's good to see you, Yorkie. I'm looking forward to hungry because I can't get away from you. And then what's up? How was your trip? Hi. Thank you. Why you? Thank you. Are you selling the old place or renting it? I'm probably gonna be renting it. Everybody I talked to have said you gotta rent it. You just gotta rent it. I'm like, okay. All right, here we go. At least go on a day or two before you get engaged with a realtor. So speaking of dates, I had a really bad time on Saturday or Friday. Yes, Friday. Last Friday. So I was going to my family's on Saturday, and I had to leave at like 9 a.m. So I had made plans with a girl on the week before to meet on Friday. She was going to be coming over. Thank you. She was going to be coming over. Late. It was going to be like, so this was our second meeting. We had already gone to, this was our second date. We had already gone to a dinner, and spent probably about 2 hours talking to each other, getting to know each other. Her characteristics were, she is very outspoken and a little bit crass, but a little bit like very direct, and that to me is very good. I am the kind of person, I need direct communication, because like hints and subtlety really don't work for me. Now sarcasm and coyness, or not coyness, flirting, those are okay. They're like, you can do double entendres and stuff. That's my bread and butter over here. But like, if you just like look at me and go, so what do you have to say for yourself? I'm like, what? So what do you have to say for yourself? About what? You know what I'm talking about. Like that kind of stuff. I don't understand that. It doesn't work for me. Oh, this is the one you told me about first date. It might have been. Maybe. I don't remember. Abuela, what's up? How's it going? So that was who she was, and she lit up pretty strong before our first date. She drove over to our first date after lighting up pretty hard. Like she smelled pretty strongly. She was very huggy, which was good. I mean, she was very physical. Like she would reach out and touch my arm and stuff like that while we were talking, and I respond well to that. Did I miss the story? I'm telling it now. So, on Friday, she was supposed to come by late. She had a comedy show that was going on around 9, and she was going to come by afterwards. She's going to be about an hour and a half, so she's going to come by after, maybe around 10:30, maybe 11. And then we were going to like watch some of that comedy special on the TV. We were going to watch, and she was going to show me some of the comedy. Yeah, and this is where I kind of fucked up here, because I should have clocked this immediately. First off, she ended up messaging me around midnight saying that the comedy show went longer than she expected. And it was going a little bit longer. So she wouldn't be able to come by until around 1. And she was in the area. It was going to be relatively close, so it wasn't going to be like a long drive for her. She said, "Is it still okay that I come over?" I said, "Yes, no worries." Well, I already had everything set up in terms of like the Netflix and the TV, and I already had, bathed and all that crap to make myself presentable. And I had like a steak and a few other things that she had expressed interest in steaks. So I had a steak, and I had some other beverages and stuff like that. So it was gonna be a little nice night. Hey Dragon Slayer, how you doing?
As the great Ted Mosby once said, nothing good ever happens after 2 a.m.
And he was absolutely right. So she arrives around 1, and first off, I gave her the gate code, which was like you basically put in the gate code, and I'm gonna go back over here. I gave her the gate code. You put in the gate code, and it gives me a call, and I buzz you through the gate because I'm in a fancy schmancy place now. Spoilers, nice. Hey, just Dragon Slayer. So she gets here. She calls me, she calls me, but she's already here. She got through the gate, and she said there was someone in front of me, and I just went in behind him. Haha. Like, so she's already shown the ability to get around that. She didn't use the method that we sort of talked about. Hi, Zaretta. So this is where I should have clocked something early, and I didn't. Let me just go through beat by beat. She gets here. I open the garage door, and we walk in. Everything's lit up, so I make sure she doesn't trip over anything because it's kind of a shitty garage. She comes in. She is just as outspoken and crass as she was before. Like here's sort of a taste of how she walk in and like, "Oh my God, you have such a big kitchen! Ah!" And then she like walk around and looking at things like that. That's kind of yeah. I have a tendency. You know how I have a tendency to cut people some slack. And so that's how she spoke. We ended up, she had a bag with her that she asked me to carry, and it was heavy as fuck. It turned out there were a bunch of White Claws in there. Yeah, but so enthusiasm. Yes, that's a great way. She smelled very, very strongly of lots of smoky things that had to be inhaled. She gets over to like the couch area where I have the TV and everything set up, and she sits down, she puts down her bag, and she pulls out a couple of White Claws, and she is a consumer of the leaf. But so she pulls like a couple White Claws. She cracks one and she starts drinking it. And she hands one to me and she goes like, it was a really funny show. It was awesome. This, that, and the other. And wait, you have a pull? And because the lights were on outside, so she could see that I had a pull out there. So yeah, let's go walk around. Oh my God, show me your paw. Well, yeah. I matched with this woman knowing that in her profile it had that she drank and smoked pot. I don't have any problem with somebody smoking pot. It's more along the lines of bringing all of that, you know, having a cloud around you of miasma that smells like that. And I don't know. It's hard to you know, to put the two across. I wouldn't trust someone, trust a drink that someone personally brings themselves. Yeah. I hear a voice already in her. Hey, Slumpy Paper. Yes. Okay. I don't want to disparage her too much because like she wasn't mean or bad or anything. This was just a lot of red flags. And guns, no smell. Yeah, I think I'm also up with that too. A bag of White Claws, Netflix hangout is also a choice. Yeah. So we walk around the pool and I show her like the umbrella and I show her how everything is, and she's like, oh my God, this is so cold the whole time. Anyway, we go back inside and we sit on the couch and like she sits like on me, like overlapping me nearly, and I'm not against that because like she's more forward than I'm used to, and I'm a little bit uncomfortable by that, but I'm not going to be the one who's initiating anything. I'm not going to be the one who's initiating anything physical. If she initiates something, I'm more than happy to go with it, but I'm not going to be the one initiating just because I know, you know, I'm very, very, very touchy about consent and other things involving that. Here's the issue. I didn't clock. She leaned in, we kissed a bit. I didn't clock how drunk she was. Like, when I continue, you'll understand what I mean. I should have, like, in retrospect, I should have been much more, it should have been much more obvious. But I wasn't expecting it because she drove here. That I just, it doesn't enter my mind that someone would drive even tipsy. Like for me, if I feel kind of like, oh man, I'm feeling kind of good, I'm not driving. I just, it's not something it's not something that I would trust myself with for personal safety and other people's safety. So yeah, she like the moment the lips touched, the tongue was out like that. I that's also something that I'm a fairly sheltered person when it comes to dating. I haven't had that much beyond like a peck, you know? So that happened, and so too did the words of the liberal use of the word dirty whore and take me and do this, do that. And yeah, after like being concerned and yet like, okay, I'm being come on to by someone who I find kind of attractive. And at this point, the kind of was a little bit of a stretch. The attractive was a lot of a stretch. Yeah. She ended up like getting back up and wandering over to she wandered into the next room. She's like, I didn't see the rest of the tour. And she walks over and she ends up laying on the bed. And at that point is where I realized, because she basically laid back. She just sat on the bed and then just laid back and then sort of like laid there. And then I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, she's real out there. So at that point, I basically just sort of left her alone for a little bit until I heard her start to snore. And then I put a blanket over her. I actually used AI to like, I went to an AI, like Grok or ChatGPT. I was like, okay, this is my situation. What the fuck do I do? And it was like, okay, so she's probably not good to drive. So you can't like wake her up and suggest that she leave. And if you're really uncomfortable, you can do that, but like that's the last resort. Second, put a glass of ice water next to her thing. Put a basically a bucket, a trash can next to her bed, just next to bed, just in case she has to do that. And go lay on the couch. And I went and laid on the couch, and I basically waited until like she came out about 3 hours later, and she was like, "Hey, thanks for the place to stay. It was really nice." Yeah. Yeah. You know. Thanks. I appreciate you guys. I've never been in this position. This is the first time that it ever occurred. And again, before I realized the way she was, like consent wasn't at that point. Before that, consent wasn't in question given her talking, because she was very, very asking for things. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh fuck, I understand the situation now. And that was where it was like everything switched off. Like blanket come over. She came out or 3 hours later, and she looked like she was a little bit more of her right mind. And I walked her out to the car. Made sure she had her bag. And I gave her directions to leave the neighborhood, which was literally drive to the end of the road, turn right, and follow that road. You're it. Just drive to the end, turn right, and you're out. She calls me a couple minutes later and says, "Hey, I'm at a gate and it says I can't get out." Okay, which way did you turn when you hit the end of the road? Left. All right, make a U-turn, follow the road until it ends, and you'll be at the exit. So, yeah, no, that was the biggest of red flags. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I felt really uncomfortable, and I feel like I really like I shouldn't have even gotten to where I got with her, because I should have clocked at the moment she walked in that she was like if I think back on it, she was kind of stumbly. But then again, the other night when we went to Ale House and we had like one drink the entire night, she was stumbly then too. So I still feel yeah, she had one job, exactly. I still feel, hey Ninecrafts, I still feel like I feel guilty about where it got, but I feel good in that I do know that there's a lot of times where you can say you'll do whatever you'll do in a situation. If someone says hypothetically, what would you do in this situation? I can believe that I'm going to be a good person and have character, but until I'm actually in that situation, I don't really know. But like the fact that the moment that clicked, everything. Hey, what are you doing? Easy, yo! Hey, you, this is my last finals. Oh, nice. Congrats, 45 months is crazy. But the fact that like physically, the moment that I clicked to me, all drive for everything went away. That I was like, well done, society. You've shaped. Anyway, but I think, yeah. It's a lesson learned. Yeah, and I think that now that I know, like, I never really considered that this would even happen. Like, I thought that this kind of thing happened after you went out clubbing and then you came home absolutely blitzed from there. I thought that was a thing, but I've never. I was just driving while anyway. Yeah. Drunk driver off the road. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. And she had a long way to drive. Like, it took me 45 minutes just to get over to her area. I don't know where she lives, and I don't really care to know now. Have you spoken to her after? She texted me. She texted me the morning after, or she texted me after she got home and said, "Hey, I just got home. Thanks again. It was nice to see you last night. This, that, and the other." And then I texted her later. I was basically like, "I'm glad you got there safely. It was nice to have seen you again." I didn't know how to address it, so like I haven't like brought it up, because she then responded with, "It was really nice to see you. I'm really looking forward to the next time we hang out." And like I haven't responded to her since, and that was like that because I also had to go up to my family this weekend, so like I stayed up till like 5 a.m. on a day that I had to wake up at 9 to go to my family. Oh, not only that, I had to take off my comforter. My comforter now has to be washed because holy shit.
it doesn't smell like puke, thank God. If it smelled like puke, I would be burning it. But it smells like shame. So yeah. There goes there. Zar, yes, how's Subnautica going? Probably still live or two. Well, I mean, you can only hope. Oh no, this happens everywhere in other life society in any country. I mean, I live in a similar situations. Yeah, I get you. Sucks it cost you your own bed for tonight. Yeah, it shouldn't be a next time. Well, there won't be a next time with her, but I don't know about like if I'm trying to date. This is the first time. This is the second person I reached out to on this app, or the second person who reached out to me. I've reached out to hundreds, and I've gotten 3 responses. Yeah. Anyway, ghosting isn't okay in this situation. Yeah, I do want to be forward with her. The biggest thing today. Okay, so I got a blue screen today after 3 hours of progress without saving. Oh no! What's the app called? App? Oh, Hinge. I'm on a couple different apps, but Hinge is the only one I'm paying for. Apparently, like, that's the only way to actually meet people if you're on an app, because a lot of the other apps, I get these little notifications. Oh, you've been liked. If you like them, if you match with them, we'll put you in contact. And they never pop up. They're not an option. So like, you have to pay for it in order to actually have the option to talk to somebody. Anyways, you can decide to call it here because you have every right to do so. 2-strike you're out. No. This is not a 2-strike you're out. No, this is she's older than me. This is not something that I think I can fix. This is not something that I want to try to fix. And this is going to sound absolutely awful. She is not worth the attempt to fix. And by that, I mean, there are multiple red flags that even if I were to talk to her about one of them to try to fix one of them, there's other ones that already at that point, I'm still not attracted. And so it's not, yeah. The drinking while driving was the biggest one, but just the being loud, crass, and like trying to tongue fuck me before I even really had, anyway, tell her straight, then she goes crazy. And yeah, so that's the issue. She does know where I live, and she knows how to get through the gate. I don't think it's horrible to say. You guys, yeah, it's going to find someone to click with. Yeah, I was also disappointed by the dark ride based off the hype. It's a great ride, food's great, but people quoting as the scariest ride. Oh, it wasn't scary. Oh, you mean the Monsters ride? The Monsters ride is cool. It's not really scary. I mean, there is creepy stuff in there, but it's not like gonna scare. Honestly, don't think she remembered the gate code. Oh, it wasn't about the gate code. It was the fact that she got in through the gate. I texted her, so she has it on my thing. I'm not worried about the gate code. The gate code is fine. If somebody uses the gate code, I get a call and I can say, no, fuck you, click, and not buzz them through. It's the fact that she can get through without the gate code. There are, okay, so in Offenso, there are kind of jump scares, like when you first see the creature from the Black Lagoon, the wolf man, the mummy when it burns. All those things are kind of like they're very quick scare moments. Because she can follow someone in. Yeah, exactly. So she is able to get in pretty good. And yeah, Aphrodite. So here's the other thing. I actually had a date. It was last night. Holy shit! It was actually last night. It was really good. It was really good. I went over and picked her up. We went over to a mall area, like a outdoor mall. And we went to a tavern. I picked her up at 7:45 and we went over to a tavern at 8. We had a movie to go to at 10:25. We went to Until Dawn, which I will tell people right now, if you like the video game and you think it's going to be like that, it's not. It's not like that. It's actually kind of a funny movie. It's very campy, but it's not like Until Dawn, the game. I did enjoy Higgling Lair. I didn't actually get to go on that one. Very cool. I don't think you have to worry about her after you let her down. I hope that's the case. Because one of my biggest fears is that I let somebody into my life and they use a moment of vulnerability to hurt me in a way that I can't defend against. And by that I mean we did kiss. and we were all over each other briefly, and she was very far gone from a drunk standpoint. I like, if she ever comes out and was like, yeah, he took advantage of me in a state where I couldn't, you know, I don't know. I am a little bit anxious about that, because yeah, I don't know. Like, this is why I said I will never initiate physical contact. I swear to God, it sucks, because I've been with people who were like, do you not like me? Why aren't you, you know, why haven't you even made a move once? I'm like, I just won't. It's not something that I will do, because it is a gamble. It is skydiving with a backpack that may or may not be a parachute. It could be a big bag of rocks, and I don't know until I've jumped out and open it up. So, yeah. I lost my glasses on Stardust. No! Wow. Yeah, Stardust is rough, isn't it? That's a big one. She disregarded clear instructions, which were put in place to accept her in, which can be seen disregarding the line drunky place. Guys, get rid of it for being nice and decent. Yeah, well, and it's not just that. Guys get rid of it like that, but you also, there is a huge risk to doing anything assertive. Like, almost every profile that I see specifically says, I want a man to take charge. I want a man to you know, to plan the date. I want a man who will escalate things. You know, this, that, and the other. Ad break, great. But like, all of that being said, if I escalate something, if I try to take charge and show her that I, you know, I want more, that is also seen as inflicting my will upon someone. And if she, even if she's into it in the moment, even if she, like last time with her, like on Friday, even if she's totally into it in the moment, later on, if she regrets it, or if she doesn't like me, if she gets mad at me and she comes back and says, oh my God, he was all over me, I don't know, like, I don't even remember it that much. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Right? So, I'm trying to let me yab about how much I like nerdy things. I know. Yeah, and that, those, like, that's someone I can talk to, you know? As someone who I can commiserate about the craziness of the world, and I can talk to about nerdy things. Any lesson is, don't bring it into house. Well, then there's also every single fucking person out there who's like, A, I won't host, B, I don't drive, you're driving me, and C, if you want to go somewhere private, it's, you know, if you don't want to be at a restaurant, we're going to your house. So that's what I'm saying, is there's not really that much option, you know? Yeah. Defuela, what that means though, that means you're basically cutting out 95% of the dating population. And maybe there is a 5% out there, but good luck actually matching with that 5%. Oh, I no. The first time I ever met, that's why I was okay with this, because the first time I met her was a restaurant. Like, I want to meet publicly first. Like, I actually picked this yesterday. I picked I picked her up from her apartment complex, which I was already a little like uncomfortable with, because of the fact that now at this point I'm essentially taking responsibility over her in a way that is not the same if we had met at a place. If we had met at a place where she was in control of her own getting there, and she was in control of whether or not she was there, and I did not dictate whether or not she was there. Because yeah, she can call herself an Uber, but most people aren't going to do that. Most people are going to say, take me home. At which point I'm still in charge of her, and I don't want to be in you know, have that responsibility over someone who could feasibly end my life with a tweet. So that's one thing. But what I did like about her was she asked me if she could take a picture of my license plate to send to her friend to like have that, you know, safety net. I was like, I love your friend. I love you. You guys are smart. I love it. Yeah. I refuse to be in the car alone with someone. Well, she wanted to know who she was going with, and that's partially weird. I 100% get it. I 100% get it, because if she got into a car with someone that she didn't know about, like that she had never met in person, like she'd only met through a dating app, she was texted on a dating app, that was it, then absolutely I 100% agree with her taking precautions. this is why I was okay with driving. Like if she didn't do something like that. Now, again, there's so much risk in dating nowadays. There's so much risk in everything about that. I don't want to do anything when it comes to women because every step you take could result in you being put on blast, you know, plastered over the internet. You're a terrible person because from her, you know, she's able to craft a narrative that I can't control or I can't even get my side out, you know, this, that, and the other. I would 100% prefer to meet at the place. Yes. But if she's going to insist on me, you know, driving her, then I also am okay with there being a third party who's aware of that. In fact, I probably should have had somebody knowing where I was, because if she decided to, you know, stab me in the neck while we're driving, nobody knows where I am. So some creative, yeah. And I've seen those too, which is why I'm very hesitant to do anything like this, which is why I've basically come to the conclusion that my life is more peaceful and happy alone than with someone else. Yeah, it would be more fun with somebody else. It might be more interesting because we can talk about things that we can, you know, have joint interest in, and maybe we can share interests and I can learn from her. But Pun, you would love this girl. She's actually a huge fan of wrestling, and she told me the whole story behind the last two WrestleManias, 40 and 41. And she's very into it. And I was more than happy to ask some questions and have her share her interests. It was really nice. I also use Life 360 on so her and my mom can make sure I'm going on. That makes sense. Yeah. Give me their last name for my best friend so she can snoop and make sure they're actually single. That's smart. Now, she didn't actually go that far. She got my license plate, which you said was a little weird. She didn't ask me for my whole name and to go snooping. So I feel like between the two of those, both of them are like lifelines, so to speak. Like if she goes missing, the friend can report to the cops, hey, blue Tesla with this license plate picked her up and this is where she was. So again, I will not begrudge someone for taking precautions in this day and age. So like in the same way that I am 1,000% worried that someone is going to take something out of context or set up a situation where they can use it to take me down and prop themselves up. I also am aware that girls have to worry about guys taking advantage of them in a much more physical way. In the same way that oh my God, when she came over and she was in that state and she basically ended up passing out on my bed, I was like, what if I wasn't me? What if I had bad intentions? Oh my God, woman. I'm experienced, get good at it. Find what meshes with you. Yeah, you might, but like I said, every single time you do something, it's jumping out of a plane with a backpack on. You don't know if it's rocks or a parachute. Every single fucking time. And I don't like it. A partner. Yeah, no, I that's another thing I can't comprehend. Like, I can't comprehend driving drunk. I can't comprehend it. It's just not something that makes a lick of sense. I also can't comprehend, but I guess this is because my dad, when I was baby, cheated on my mom. Like, it just doesn't, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Even like ethical non-monogamy, even if you have perfect consent with the other person, if you don't tell the person that you're dating, I think that's also a breach of consent. Because maybe they're not into it, you know? Literally had one of his one where his GF asked me how I felt knowing that he had a partner, and I told her she needed to dump his ass because a cheater's a cheater. Yeah. Nice. So what did she have to say the next day? Was she sorry again? No, she was just very thankful that I had her over, and she said it was nice to come over and visit. And I don't even know if she really remembers what all happened. Like, that's another issue. Like, what if she thinks more happened than did? Because like, I didn't take video or proof or anything, so I don't have any proof that if she says, oh yeah, I woke up and it's okay being afraid of a jump. It's terrifying. Well, the issue is the risk is one The good outcome of some of these jumps is
Pull
just
the lever, Kronk.
Okay. Well, I don't know about having, because if you record somebody and you're doing something, you know, untoward, I feel like that's also a breach of trust. Anyway, so what if that's her? Hi, Vile. Good to see you. Yeah, what exactly? No, what if that's her thing? Yeah, absolutely. That's another red flag. But so here's the thing. In those situations where I said it's like jumping out of an aircraft with a backpack that you don't know if it's a bundle of rocks or a parachute. The problem is the best case situation in every single one of those jumps is that you have a normal night, that you have an okay night. Most of the time, it's not even that you know, have an amazing connection and you guys are just lifelong partners, or you have a fucking amazing night with someone who is incredible. Most of the time, it's not that. It's just that you don't have a shitty night. That's the good side of things. The bad side of things is everything in your life unravels. Everything goes to shit. So why would I ever risk my entire life, job, stream, house, everything on the chance of having a good night? Why don't I just fucking go out with my buddies? Why don't I just go out to a movie with my buddy Twin, who's like my ex-roommate? Why don't I go out with Jose? Why don't I go out with him and his girlfriend where they can have a good time and I don't have to risk someone coming for my life? Right? So that's what I mean by it, like, and vice versa. If I were a woman, every time I make one of these choices, I put on that same fucking backpack, but instead of my life getting torn upside down, it's my body getting, you know, assaulted. Like, why do people risk these things? Why don't people just live in peace and harmony alone? I don't know. Rice filling, nice and full of rice. Ooh. Also, you find what you expect out of a partner as well. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think it's all worth it. I'm glad I'm going on a cruise. Yeah, but nowadays, letting it happen naturally, every single person is a mine. And life is a minefield. Let's play a game. I'm gonna do the intro. I haven't done the intro in a long time. The old intro. Here we go.
to start a party? Oh my god, 80? For an entire week? Holy hell!
Remember there? We'll say I took that risk and paid off. I memorized. The right move. Is she the one? Should I kiss her? Yeah. Funny thing is, I was actually this is why I love AI. I was putting in there, getting. I was saying like, okay, so these are some aspects of my life. These are some this, that, and the other. How do I craft a nice profile that actually shares all of that, but also, and I'll tailor it to sound like more like me, like not like the AI. And when I mentioned that I was going on a trip to you know, I put in there, here's my itinerary. Tell me some cool things that I could do. It was like, well, given that you're actually, you know, actively dating, the dating life in Amsterdam is really, really quite vibrant. If you wanted to look while you're there, you might actually run into someone who you never know who could be the one. I was like, who knows? And did I read your Discord DM? Oh, yes, I did. And I promptly forgot. Let me, I'm so sorry. I did see it, but I was like, I think at the time I was basically trying to handle a mess that had happened the night before. The live viewer is actually pretty active. So that I'm actually, happy fucking birthday, Bree! BCG, what's up? I'll look at the records.
Happy birthday! Ha!
There your Discord DM. Let me check it. That would actually be really cool because I've already had a long distance relationship with someone from Germany at one point where it went really well because I went and visited her and met her family and everything, and it was really cool. And then she came over here and we went to Disney World. We did all the, you know, obligatory things you do in Orlando. So meeting, I have no qualms with having a relationship with someone in another country with eventually the intention on either I move over there or she moves over here, like that being the goal. But like I'm all up for travel, baby. I'm a travel-holic. I love traveling, and one more reason to go visit Barry over in Amsterdam or well, the Netherlands would be great. I mean, no laughter. Oh yeah, that was it. So two things. Already, you had two things. You had Subway reset your PS5. It showed your name, right? Was that the one where it said Drunk Rat Fox or Daniel Fox or something like that? Because that's definitely not. Yeah, Dave Dutch. There you go. That was a nice country. Yeah. So that was that one, and so that's not my name. Thank goodness. I have changed my name on a lot of different platforms to Daniel Fox because I don't want people knowing my last name. Thank you though. I appreciate you. That really is sweet of you. And then the other one was that I know I asked you a while ago, so it'll be fine. Double checking and saying, make sure nothing's changed. Try not to smile or laugh video. I will fail instantly. Now, what we need to make one of those and then figure out what the consequences are at the end. So maybe like for every time I fuck up, A, I have to drink a shot, and B, whoever we raid, I'm gonna be giving them a sub for every failure. I think that'd be kind of cool. Exactly. No, Merrick, you can't go telling everybody about that. Very rare than Mecha Fox. Fox as in Fawkes, as in Guy Fawkes. As in Jameson Fox, who is Junkrat's. That's Junkrat's last name. Every time you smile, laugh, you put some hot. Oh God. Shot caller upon. Honestly, I mean, maybe I'm into that. I don't know. Let's get out of here. By the way, they are recording some in my shorts. If anyone wants to go help out and record in my shorts, you're absolutely welcome. I don't know what you're talking about here. I'll be your host of the stream to keep you on track. Oh my God, that would be fantastic, dude. Pun. I think that would be something we could look into. Also, Fel reached out. I need to upload the remainder of the videos so that you guys have access to them. I'm talking about Pun and Fel because we're gonna be trying to make something of our shenanigans in Epic. And I would like to do more with you guys. I would like to play more games with, you know, bring Fel into it because I really had a good time with Fel. I'm very glad that we had that moment of bonding because I feel like friend of my friend typically is not something a relationship I put a lot into that kind of invested relationship. But Fel really, like, I really appreciate him as a person. Everything that he brought, his personality, his humor, his intelligence, like the man, I really respect the hell out of him. Taking a ton of videos. Oh my God, I'm very excited. or dumbbell curls. Oh my god, yeah, you guys. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of reciprocal love between all three of us right there. I don't know. Microphone. I'm gonna finish these Cayman Jacks off. Maybe even buy another one. Alrighty. So last time we got the space jump boots as well as the.
Oh hey, I like your shirt. Where did you get it?
Oh hey, I like your shirt. Where'd you? Oh my god. By the way, I found out the place that I keep telling people to go no longer sells Hawaiian shirts. Owl's Matrix no longer sells Hawaiian shirts. They only sell so it turns out they were never really like a Hawaiian shirt vendor. I thought that that's what they did as like their gimmick. They are basically just an online vendor, and if there's a product out there, people can sell it to them, because right now they only sell shoes like Nikes and other shit. Cool. BCG, I'm more of a linen shirt kind of guy. Funny thing is, this is actually linen. I think this is linen. I think this is linen or cotton or something like that. What? Hang on. Made in. Hang on. Bro, just taking it off. Made in Indonesia. Hang on. Machine wash cold, light colors, non-chlorine bleach, tumble dry low. 100% rayon. What's rayon? What's rayon? Yeah, they completely stopped. Oh, now you can still get D&D. You can still get the exact same patterns as the ones that we got from other sites now. Like other sites carry them in the same way that they used to. So I made Drunky Strip. Yeah, you did. You got me full on nude on the outside there. But what's rayon? I guess it's a good thing I never got a sponsorship with them. Oh. Hey, cool. Rayon D's. What's Rayon D's? Rayon is like viscose, sort of polyester that can be mixed with plant-based threads. Because it definitely doesn't feel like polyester. Like the ones that I normally wear are like a blend of 95% polyester and 5% like rayon or whatever it is, or it's some 5% something. It's synthetic. And the funny thing is, my mom was like, "Oh my god, every time I wear anything like that, I just boil. Like, how are you not always sweating?" And I was like, "I don't know, but the fiber itself just," and Barry, you wear the same shirt. The fiber itself just is not a problem. It's very much breathable, as well as the if you get wet, it dries very, very quickly. So now that we have the double jump, we can go over here and jump up here and actually go through this gate, which we previously couldn't do. Cataclysm! Let me actually read this one. This one seems cool.
The starborn terror burned through the heavens. Oh wait, no, I forgot they're British. Well, they're Cockney. The starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck the Aether with untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Aether held. There was great devastation. However, the green plains of Aegon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvus was engulfed and wrecked by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. That don't sound too good, to be honest.
Lollercat, what's up? Rayon is a semi-synthetic fabric made from regenerated cellulose, typically derived from wood pulp or other plant materials, known for its soft, silky feel and often used in clothing and textiles. And it feels pretty soft. I wouldn't say silky, but it feels pretty soft. Because I've had rayon made from bamboo or eucalyptus and pillowcase. That actually does sound good, yeah. I hear pirate noises. Aha! I blew up a thing and it killed all of them. Yay. Wait a second. This looks familiar. I feel like I can actually go down under there. Why do I feel like that? Nothing? Cockney from the 1800s, small boy based at a small Piper, read all about it. Piper, read all about it. I gotta get the skiff. Where's the skiff? Okay, I need to record this. Yo, what's up? Record it. And yeah! Okay, good.
Hey.
Yes?
Send me some loot.
Ooh! Pint glass! Yo! And that is a stream loot drop. Okay. Mr. Generosity over here. Are you special? The answer is no, you're not special. Oh, you actually aren't. I thought you were a commando. Nope. Ooh. Let me see. Yeah, baby. Mechanoids. Interesting. Cool. Oh my god. Please, sir, I want some more. I don't have any for you. What was it? Please, sir, I want some more. Shut up. Sit down. You've had enough. That's from my dad and his brother. They made a lot of funny characters growing up. And oh, cool. Got one. Meow, wow, 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 wow. This is actually kind of cool. So this is a way better version of the Space Pirate base than Phendrana Drifts. Phendrana Drifts, I felt was very extensive, so it showed that the pirates had a big foothold on Talos. But this one is pretty, it's also relatively extensive. It's not nearly as extensive as Phendrana, but it is not as repressive in its size. Like, you can escape it and leave it if you need to pretty easily. Right, do the moths actually, oh, they follow me. They follow me because I'm lit and I'm a source of light. That's actually really cool. God, what happened to games? Why are they not as cool as they used to be? This is kind of cool. Watch this. So there's a bunch of them. They're all going into the rift. Oh, they're all going into the rift over there. Ow. Shit. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Oh, what happened? You probably already know this, but I was gonna say it anyway. It's probably a good idea not to tell your dates about your stream until they. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I have told them that I do have a show, and luckily none of them have directly asked like how to find it, where it is, whatever. But yes, absolutely. I will not share details about this show. This is very important to me. I will not share details about this. I will also not share details about my financial situation, because I feel like that is also a very vulnerable area. You know? Yeah. I returned. I returned! So, the problem is, I have a very low self-esteem of myself. I have a very dim view of myself. Let's put it like that. And I feel like the only way that I'm going to attract someone who is, I don't know, remotely attractive, and by that I mean like good personality, intellectual, has nerdy interests, this, that, and the other, all of these things. I feel like most people who are like that, I value them way higher than I value myself. So what I like to do is I like to be very upfront with a lot of things that I feel are good aspects of me and good reasons to date me. I work on Halloween Horror Nights. I can get you into parks. I make steaks. I have a pool. I don't know. Like I feel like all of those things are the things that I put forth, whereas everything about me, I don't. It's very hard to convey a personality through 6 sentences of a profile. Ad break. Oh, also, let's do the thing. Thank you, pun raffle. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely remembered. I didn't. It's crazy talk. You couldn't forget that. Which is also red flagging himself. If someone tells me they have a show, I'm going to ask some questions and be interested. She didn't ask any questions. Well, she did ask questions like, "Oh, what do you do? Like gaming or something like that?" And I was like, well, I started out gaming, but recently I've done a lot more just talking, just interacting with and hanging out with people, talking about my opinions, going into the kitchen, showing how to, bartending, making cocktails, showing how to make food like steaks or sushi, stuff like that. And like that kind of stuff but I'm not giving up details like how to find it, I'm not even telling them what platform. Like that's something that if they were genuinely interested about that, I probably would be a little bit more forthcoming, but I probably would also withhold that detail until after I had a couple of dates with them and when I was comfortable with who they were as a person. Let's go ahead and start up this raffle. It is going to be a raffle for the Hideout pint glass. Let me pay for it real quick, and then hopefully I can show what it looks like. Damn, I have a lot of sort of benefits. Okay, there we go. So I can't show what it looks like, but it's basically I can actually bring it over. I have it. So let me go and grab it. Let's pull this up too. Free gambling, basically. Should we Megabyte? How are you doing, Adam? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Comes in pints. It comes in pints. All right, I'll be right back. Speaking of the pint glass, I also had to grab another drink. Where's my pint glass? All right, it's not with all my other glasses. I'm pretty sure I brought it over. Oh, there it is. Got it. So it is a Hideout Through the Years pint glass. It's got a bunch of different logos from since we started, which is like, this is our very first logo ever, all the way till now, which is the Hideout from Euthanasia. So it's got Alejandrania's, it's got Sam's, it's got Vile's. Vile made that. It's got a lot of nice, and then my little logo. Yeah, Hideout pint glass, and you can use it to shake. I think it is a hand wash, because if you machine wash it, it does, these things can peel off. So be careful about that. Put this right in the center so it doesn't have a chance of falling off. I'm excited to win this. I mean, you could have done a personal loot drop. All I do is hand wash these days. I have no dishwasher. My dishwasher doesn't work, so I've been doing the same. I don't like it. It makes me less likely to actually make food because I know how much. Do it. Thank you, Fuela, for being fair. I prefer dishwashers just because I make a lot of mess and I just don't want to deal with it. I prefer automation. I want to automate as many things as I can so I can force multiply what I can do in this life. Makes my hands dry. Yeah. So right now, that portal is where we want to get to. Unfortunately, when we get through with our little escapades here as ball venture, everything's locking down because they figured out I'm here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, there's nothing else over here. We just sort of like popped in, and now we're gonna get a lot of lore here.
Cannot determine origin. Oh wait, what are they gonna sound like? Space pirates. Yeah, Lucky D. Luffy. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yes, the dishes clean. I end up washing dishes before putting them in the dishwasher anyway. I get that. How does getting your hands wet make them dry? I mean, it's like, have you ever been in a bath too long? Oh, I took a bath for the first time in so long! Oh my god! I got to take a bath the other day. Now, granted, it was more of a soak because I didn't actually wash anything. I feel like you can't really have the water that high and actually be moving around washing. So I just soaked and then went in the shower and actually took a shower. But it was still nice. Oh my god. Let's see. I already did Russian for Umos, I think. So the space pirates. No, Umos is British. Well, these guys can be Russian, yes. Cannot determine origin of Aether's Dark Twin. Contains high levels of phazon ore. Native bioforms attack on sight. Log 06.221.7. Phazon extraction raids are underway in Dark Aether. The toxicity of the atmosphere has taken a toll on our workforce, as have the hostile natives of the world. Science teams preparing survival gear to protect work teams, and we have increased our security presence in extraction areas. Fortunately, High Command is sending more troops and supplies. Our troops and resources are spread dangerously thin, and this mission cannot fail. Medical report 0799199. Technician 12 relieved after showing symptoms of phazon fever, and where he claimed the phazon as his own and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. Metroid handling protocol 07220202. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. And finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited. I grow weary of standing on watch in Wasteland. Your accursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for our attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in the sandpit like a group of timid old spinsters. It is time for action. Log 04.885.3. Intelligence reports on the indigenous population of Ether are in error. This planet is not at peace, nor are the inhabitants docile. Evidence of a Class 4 conflict is present here, although hostilities are at a minimal level now. Our territory has suffered several raids by strange type of shadowy creatures. These raids have caused considerable damage, and we have requested more combat troops in response. By the way, I figured out why my ad blocker doesn't work on YouTube accounts because it's an American account. I created one in Germany now. I don't get ads. Nice! You got so excited to tell us that. It must have been great. Oh, the bath? Oh my god, it was. I haven't taken a bath in like a long time. Like a proper bath. Space by encrypted data decoded. Log 04.468.1. Science teams detected the presence of Phazon at the Dasha system 4 cycles ago. High Command authorized the deployment of our team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on the planet of Aether and evaluate the local Phazon resources. Because this world lies on the periphery of the Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocol at the highest level. A cadre of elite commandos has been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. This operation is now underway. Log 05.442.1. The rift portal has been opened. The artifact weapon dubbed the Dark Beam by Science Team provides the energy needed for the open portal, although for a limited time. We have sent expeditions through the portal and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of Aether. This dark Aether has suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadowy creatures that have been raiding our base for the last cycle, and more importantly, it is the prime location for Phazon in this sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied. Log 05.008.6. A spatial anomaly has been found within our base. We believe this rift in space-time leads to a parallel dimension of some type, but we have been unable to interact with it thus far. A strange artifact was found near the anomaly as well. It may be some kind of weapon or generator of some kind. Perhaps it is the key to accessing the anomaly. High Command is eager for reports on the relic. A new weapon for our arsenal is always welcome. Hello back, I'm drunk. Absolutely. So,
Mr. Jordan, that's the reason why this bath is good for me, because I actually can fit in it. Now, I still have to kind of scooch down a little bit, but I can fit in it without getting stuck. That's nice. Is this Metroid? Yeah, Tabby, Metroid Prime 2. Echoes.
Casualty report 07.202.04. Mining expedition 422 reports 3 dead, 2 injured, and 1 missing in action. Captured biofilm transferred to the science team for study. Land is unstable due to transdimensional flux. Warfare has devastated a good portion of the world's population. Finally, extreme climate shifts have left most of Aether uninhabitable. Climate change on the global scale. Security analysis complete. Unable to bypass space pirate security. Portal control access denied. Find an alternate method of access. Security analysis complete. Unable to bypass space pirate security. Portal control access denied. Find alternative method of accessing portal control. Inactive portal. Dark Ether Transit 424 complete. Radiation levels within tolerances. Dark cannon operating at full power. No signs of instability detected. Cooldown cycle underway. Metroid energy report. Until we recover more Phazon, we rely on Metroids for power. Command has authorized mass breeding of Metroids for this purpose. Security reports. The marine vessel has been under attack by indigenous predators for several days. Casualties are high. The marine force is near elimination. Son of a bitch. I think he's the last one. Security report. Commando Unit 87 has failed to report. Unit was dispatched to recon the swamp, a potential site for a new base. Unit 98 sent to investigate. I think we actually find them later. Planetary stability report. Planetary energy is critical, creating violent climate changes and tectonic shifts. Unless these conditions can be reversed, global destruction is inevitable. Damn it. There we go. Dark Hunter analysis. This is good. Scans of the Dark Hunter have revealed she grows stronger as she consumes Phazon. Already a class Platinum AAA threat. We shudder to think of her power level if she consumes our entire Phazon supply. What is this Dark Hunter? Hey, Tabby! I have been trying to join collaboratives, but everything I do couldn't find the stream for some reason. So no, you're totally fine. I haven't been doing collaboratives recently because while I've been moving, I still haven't, gotten everything set up. I have the computer, I have everything. I don't have an excuse. I just haven't actually set it up. So I kind of am aiming for when I return in June to, fully come back, full force. Everything's so much in flux right now. I really haven't been. But yeah, it's good to see you, Tabby. Thanks for hanging out. Our raffle has 16 minutes remaining in, by the way. Phazon collection report. Phazon supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. Let us continue. Oh. It is more to read. Security alert. All units to battle stations. Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon supply at all costs. Death to the Dark Hunter. Glory to the space pilots. Security alert. All systems in US. The data net has been compromised. The Hunter has hacked our data net. All of our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. Terminate her on site. I mean, we were already going to do that. There's no, question. I was going to kill her regardless. Why would we need to have more reason? Ah, that's what that does. Now, this is interesting. There is a light door and a dark door. The case of the Bastion is vulnerable to most weapons. Light energy might damage it. What, a flashlight? I don't have a flashlight. I didn't bring one. Why do I need flashlight? I hate this mission. Hello, how are you? I like that you can actually fire through this glass. It makes it a little more... Ow, you bastard. Here we go.
All right, enough of that. Have you saved lately? Me? Yeah, comrade. The Metroids are here to make the energy. I haven't. I don't do the. What is this save that you referred to? Hello again. Energized with dark energy to open door. Okay. I didn't have dark energy. We'll see a save station here pretty soon. Oh yeah. Oh, we opened the blast door. I thought we were turning on the portal. We can't turn on the portal from here? Hey, I just blew up those boxes. Why are they back? Humility class turret. Perfect. The exact amount of health I needed. Ooh, I didn't know if I would get over that. Damn it. See if this works. Nope. Several blast wounds for space pirate weaponry on low power setting. They wanted it alive after they were finished with it. Makes sense. Oh, it's a dark door. I was like, I forgot how to get through here. Yeah, this is a area where you get baby Metroids later who you have to actually destroy their cocoons or whatever. The Talon Metroid. Harvest and enslave Metroids for their use in their operations. Talon Metroid will latch onto prey with powerful pincers, a process to drain its life energy. This causes the creature to grow in size and mass. The creatures are vulnerable to the chilling effect of dark energy and can be detached by entering a morph ball mode and deploying a bomb. This is kind of creepy. Bioscan complete. Evidence of symbiotic bonding present throughout the subject's system. Subject is barely alive and is periodically leached of its bioenergy by the Metroids. So it's basically being kept in a constant state of just barely alive to feed these Metroids. And the phazon is being weird.
Log 06.362.2. Samus Aran, the accursed hunter, has arrived. The sudden arrival of the hunter is strange enough, but her actions are stranger still. She does not seek our destruction, but our phazon. With each raid, she steals phazon ore, only killing those who attempt to deny her. What she needs it for, we do not know, though science team suspects that she requires it to power her new armor suit. Dark in color, it is equipped with these strange new weapons. The troops now call her the Dark Hunter. It is a fitting title.
I don't know why, but the Russian actually fits really well with their what they say, how they talk. Suffering food poisoning has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. These do not agree with his digestive system. Yeah. Energy drained repeatedly over the last 3 cycles. The cellular structure has become unstable as a result. Oh wow. They're basically living batteries. Now the cool thing is the pirates will also talk about how they're like, they don't know how the Metroids turn life energy into energy. Like they don't drain fluids from the subject. They don't drain anything out of the thing that they're latched onto, but whatever they do kills the subject and gives them energy. Metroid is heavily scarred. Wounds appeared from repeated contact with its containment field. Most likely receive while attempting to escape. Yes. Raffles going on. Yes. Love it. They give the good suck. Exactly. And that's what I was thinking. These guys. Oh shit. This guy who's just like held and just barely alive, but constantly sucked. You know what? There's worse ways to go. Some people who know Metroid are probably like, no, there's not. Yeah. You know, death by snoo snoo. God, okay, I'm done. I think there's a save station coming up. Oh. No, yeah. Yeah, save station's in the next room. All right. Why wasn't that active before? Huh? Huh?
Production report Metroids. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet the command's quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommend expanding existing facility before critical Metroid level is reached. Maintenance report. Energy containment field generators have failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We are out of spare parts. One more failure and we are finished. Wait. I don't have boost. It's not great. I wish I had boost. It would be nice. Discipline report. Units 013 and 043 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Training report. Science team believes that the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe the science team has vapor for brains. I have lost 2 assistants to these wretched little things. Alright, everything is down. I can get up to the one on the right, so let us do that. So the goal here is to drop these power cycle containers, or whatever the fuck they're called, into such a way that I can climb them like stairs. Security report. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment racks without success, and then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids are unknown. Doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Can I go by? Thank you. Termination report. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused to... God damn it, chatbot! Commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, by the way. Injury report. Unit 686. Experiment 626. Released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. Interesting.
Experiment 626. Ha 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 ha. Best of my experiments. Very smart. Very smart. Also very evil. I like this one. Jamba obliquely. No! You can't do that! That's against regulations! Blinkley? Oh my god. I haven't seen that show in so long. The Lilo and Stitch, welcome cousin, come on by. Aloha, meanie ohana. Welcome cousin, come on by. I said aloha, come on by. Maka maka. Good times. So the original movie was great, but then the actual show was also pretty good. The Experiment 66, the oh god, I can't remember. They all of the experiments got released, and they had to like find them and bring them and back to, I don't know, find a place for them. Lilo had to find a place for all of them. Yeah. Here we go. Another show. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, obviously it wasn't as good as the movie, but the movie was like, they actually had a follow-up movie where they had Dr. Hamsterville was like, I believe, the villain, and that was the lead into the show, because at the end of it, all of the experiment pods, the dehydrated experiment pods, were released onto Earth. And they were all like in precarious places where they could easily drop into water and rehydrate, and it was a good time. Come on, moths, come to me. I am the Moth King. Fear me, for I am Mothman. Obey my prophecies. Oh shit! Ow! Did I not take any damage from that? That's kind of weak. Ow. I took a little damage from that, at least. Ow. Okay. That's fair. I got it. Oh, ow. Ah, okay. Ow. That one hurt. That one actually hurt a lot. Jumbo Jubilee. I think we had to bet on space back. No, get your dude thing. This had a glitch. Kill me. Oh yeah, I love the sequel movies, but that one cried so hard. Oh, go get some sleep, Zoretta. We love you. Oh. Good times. What time is it? It's only 7:30. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci. And we get to save. Oh. First.
Log 06.713.5. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more phase onto her, but she crippled the stealth field generator with her strange new weapons. We are exposed. Till the replacement generator arrives, we will be vulnerable to scans and detection. Our presence here is still minimal. Should the Federation find us, we will be unable to defend our position. Fortunately, Aether is on the fringe of Federation space. With luck, we will have the stealth field back in effect before being detected.
Overnight. Zoretta, if you want to wait for 20 more seconds, we are going to see who won the raffle. You are in there. Like, I do want you to get some sleep, but 20 seconds. 7 seconds. Probably from your perspective, it's already done. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see who won. There's only 6 people in there. We got Defuela, Zoretta, Pun, Ernani, Mr. Jordan, and Doom. Let's see. It is... Pick a winner, and it is...
Wow,
Mr. Jordan!
Someone actually bought that.
Aha! Monsieur Jardine! Congratulations! We will... Yes! I think since everybody here is like pretty much a regular, we don't have to worry about him. This is Zar and Bread ZZ. Ha! Hi, Zarbread. Oh man, Zarudo bread. Zarudo bread. Zaretto bread. Oh my god, that's it. I'm gonna send this to Jordan. Zaretto bread. Yes. It was like Zaretta bread, but Zaretto bread. Sourdough. Zaretto. Yeah. Gotta be it. That's that. I'm sorry. I do not accept alternatives. Yeah. Zar bread. Ah. Adorable and amazing. All right, Mr. Jordan. I need to find Mr. Jordan and send this to him, and then we are ready to go. Thank you again, Pun, for sponsoring this stream. The Pun and Wonder has amazing gameplay and even better jokes. I highly recommend go checking him out. He plays all the games that you know that he plays. What are you currently playing right now? Other than Monster Hunter Wilds and Destiny 2, what are some of the games that you're currently playing, Pun? Night! Yes, I have sent it to you. You have been sent the thing in Discord, good sir. I love you. You're amazing and well deserved. Amana manana. Ohana mini ohana. Welcome. Oh wait. Why is the bot not working still? Hang on. There we go. Später, brat. Bis später. Till later. Bye. Bis morgen. Oh my god, you guys unlocked a new portion of German that I remember that I knew, but had forgotten. All right, we're going to complete that. Jordan, you're good with that, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. So we're gonna complete that. So no more takesies backsies. And now I got my other one up. Cool. All right, we're back to good. Now let's go to the Dark Universe, Dark Aether. Let's get ourselves a good. Ooh. Let's get ourselves a good new weapon. Let's actually use this weapon this time. I almost never use this weapon. All right. This is not Bendesium. It's like Telluric Ally, I want to say. Brimstone. Okay, yeah. Okay, that works. Oh, there she is. The doctor. Auf Wiedersehen. Ha! You. Ah, got me. All right, and that is Dark Samus 1.
Ow, I'm sorry, that must have hurt. I'm sorry, guys. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon and your genetic material. That's not a good look, Samus. Within this entity, she wears a version of the various suit, altered by and augmented by Phazon within her. Primary weapons include the missile launcher and scattershot variant of the power beam. Boost and jump abilities are superior to yours. This ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present.
Getting some good hits on her at least. She's at half health, meaning here she goes. Oh, she's got the... Woo! Oh yeah, she goes right through. Oh fuck, let me go. Oh, I can actually hit her with that. Okay, cool. I didn't know I could. Am I targeting her? That would be great. Ooh, she got me. Good music going on. I thought she would impact the thing next to me. Oh, I actually hit her. Nice. Got it. Damn it. She won't hit the thing in the middle. Oh, damn it. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, dodged it, bitch. That's cheap. Yeah, baby. Who's the king bitch around, baby? It's me! I'm the alpha bitch! The omega! Bitch! So I am getting a haircut on Friday. It's not gonna be a haircut so much as a hair shaping, but I need something to make it a little bit more savory before the cruise. I'm so looking forward to that now. All right, so we got her. She's done. She'll never be a bother for us again. Fantastic. Love it. Hey, Faison. Aether studies are done. Wow. Nice. I'm already at 46% research. Beautiful. There we go. All right, bring me that dark beam, baby. Dark beam! Hey, we're in the storage. Dark beam! Dark beam! Ooh! Everywhere you can go, it's dark beam! Ooh! The darkness calls around you. It's stranger if they found you. No. It'd be deadly if they found you. Beautiful. Nice. Until you get the light beam, I'm pretty sure you can get the dark beam ammo just by shooting things with the dark beam. Normally, once you have both, you have to shoot things with the alternative in order to get the one. Oh.
Get the other ammo. Log 07.013.6. Another disaster. The transport bringing reinforcements and supplies had been shot down. It was engaged in orbit by the Federation vessel, which has landed near the alien temple. It's only a matter of time before the Marines attack. Survivors from our ship have made their way to our base. Here we shall make our stand. Another enemy. First the Shadowlings, then the Dark Hunter, and now the Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Perhaps fate will smile upon us before the world itself opens its maw and swallows us.
At least they have good humor. Metroid Brood generation underway. Protocol 3 is in effect until further notice. Exercise extreme caution when dealing with the birthing of or storage of newborns. Remember, infant Metroids are not pets. No, they are most certainly are not. Grenadier! got him. Hey, buddy, how are you? Ah, you bastard. That's what you get, you little shit. Well, it is time to go to the other place. Not with that attitude. Ah! The spine was shattered after high velocity impact. The attack crippled the subject, leaving it vulnerable to further attacks and ultimately termination. Subject took multiple armor breaches, exposing its body to the local atmosphere. Resulting trauma led to multiple organ failure and death. So this is the cool thing about this like area, this place, is the fact that we've gone to a, you know, supposedly an alternate version of reality, and what has actually happened is oh shit, I should have just rolled. Is it's not just like a difference. Oh, there's a I was gonna have to do that. I thought I was gonna have to do that myself, but I actually got this nullified crystal. Okay, there we go. But what actually happens is it's a new space that it just shares features of the place that we were in. So outer brimstone, yes, okay, cool. Oh, lift crystals, there we go. A lot of this stuff is kind of hard to figure out the first time on your own, but if you just walk around with the scan visor, it shows what you need to do. Morphology dark darkling possessed gas filled cyborg. Okay. Cool. I wanted to these, but also I wanted to do this. Yay, more scans. Nullified beacon. Use the function after a brief amount of time. Light energy can clear it of the dark energy. And beams clear it of the dark energy? It can. Cool. We'll come back for that because we'll be able to get that separately. The Preed. There we go. I need to get close to the explosive barrels over here. Ah, he got me. Got him. Scan complete. So you're undergoing parasite confusion when his heart failed. Massive biosystem shock. Bioshock. The termination of the subject and the parasite. Nice. Then modified to transport radioactive material. Blah blah blah. Okie doke. If not pet, then why pet shape? Right? Erudite? Yes. By the way, Erudite, I have been playing Oblivion Remastered. I got it on the Steam Deck, and I've been playing it whenever I've been traveling. I'm bringing it with me on the cruise. I really wish I could have been streaming it, but like, maybe someday. But right now it's for my friends to stream. I was getting complete. So chest armor was compromised by multiple high energy strikes. Penetrated by piercing weapon. Subject's life sign were terminated. Alrighty. And here we are back in the area that we were in with the pirate base. So it is the same area, but it's drastically different with the architecture and enemies and stuff. So I like that. And there we go. Darkglyph crystal. Okay. All right. How do I do this? There we go. This will help. Scan complete. Subject has a number of severe face on radiation burns. Trauma from these wounds has caused death. You can't die from burns. You can only die from drowning. That's crazy talk. Compromised by high energy, multiple high energy strikes, penetrating weapon, terminating. Okay, cool. Exactly. What do you think? Ooh. I asked because I had a blast with it. I like it, but for some reason, I don't know why, but my character does like no damage to anything. And if I take like 2 hits, I die. So like I'm going against things like mud crabs and I'm hitting them, hit, and their health has gone down like a quarter. My blunt damage is around 4 with an axe. Like I'm doing about 4 damage with an axe at like level 4. And if I hit it with a flare, like so I hit it with a fire strike, a magic strike, and it'll do a decent amount of damage. But like I can't do that while defending myself very well. I summon a skeleton. That motherfucker hits something 1 time and it's dead. Like other things hit hard. Me hitting. So like I don't know. It feels like it did. Yeah, it does. It does feel very similar to how it did before. I feel like the magic feels a lot more powerful, more potent. But they didn't really change the semi jank where like when you fire a magic spell, you can like move around and it's just slowly moving forward. And it's still like that, but it looks cooler. What class do you go with? I created my own class that was essentially like a battle mage kind of deal. I have destruction and restoration, armor, blunt. I did blunt because I didn't want to put any classes or any attributes that I use a lot because I don't want to level up too quickly. Because I know that what I used to do is I used to pick all the things that I do a lot, and then I would level up so quickly that all of my other skills were like atrophied. And also because the old way was the only way to gain points in skills or in attributes was to level up skills based on those attributes. Now that's not the case anymore. So that's a good. I don't have to like manage which skills I'm doing in order to get the right points or anything like that. My stream playthrough, I was agent, used bow and stealth. My personal, so like even with that, like I don't have archery as a high one, but I'm doing like 2 or 3 damage with the bow. If I get a stealth shot, I'll knock someone to like half health. But then after that, every shot does almost no damage. And then I hit him with an axe, no damage. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, magic and stealth do a lot more damage than my melee attacks. My melee attacks might be bugged. I'd like to show it on stream at some point. My bar monk talks her way out of things, then punches people. Nice. I'm not really role playing so much as just playing the game in a fun game way, which is probably a way that doesn't really speak to enjoyment as easily. I don't want to go down that way. Try this. No! Ah! I didn't want to. All right, let's maintain a little bit of healing here. Oh, it's so cool if I got it the first time. I'm not RPing, just being silly by talking to people, then throwing punches when and then talking away out of the situation. Ha! Nice. That's content right there. This is why I don't really do well from a streaming standpoint in video games, I think, because I don't really think about what it could be from a content standpoint. I think about what it could be from a fun standpoint for me, and my way of playing is not necessarily a fun way of viewing the game, you know? What are we doing? So you has a phase on explosion. The force of the explosion breaches armor, leaving exposed to phase on radiation and toxic atmosphere. It didn't live long after that. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like there's normally Metroids in this area, but we just are not at a late stage enough to see them. Oh yeah, this area has like 3 of these things you have to. And I forgot about that. Cool. Security system breach. Access code 1 of 3 locks offline. Yep. My gameplay, I've just been yapping away about the lore and pointing out the changes they made to the game. Nice. One of my friends is both impressed and scared that I remember all of it. I mean, are they not a true fan? Because, like, come on. There we go. There's another one over there. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I was able to get. Oh fuck! I'm gonna die now. I had to come over here anyway, so like, why even try to do the whole long range dealio? Is there another one? Oh no, that. Okay, what do you? What's your story, buddy? So did numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from space pirate weaponry. Such termination is often the punishment for cowardice. Ooh. You know what? I respect this guy. Not respect him, but like I get it. Okay, the last one's gonna be up there probably. This is a pretty minor. Oh, that's a disruptor door. That's an annihilation cannon door. Interesting. Blast shield requires both light and dark. Oh. That must be where we have to come back for one of the final keys. The Sky Temple. I know, I was joking. How do you remember all this when I can't remember one quest? Yeah. Just tell him that you're a true fan. Yeah, mess with him. Here we go! Claw. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't have done that. These guys actually thrive on light. Freaking. Yay! Where are they? Okay, I've already, yeah, Lumites or whatever they're called. Damn it. Nailed you. I think that's all of them. Nope. All right. Oh, night barbs. Yeah. These guys are normal. This was always scary to me, getting low on ammo when I was younger. I didn't realize that you actually could regenerate, or not regenerate ammo. You could shoot the gun even if you didn't have ammo. It was just a lower powered burst. I didn't realize that when I was younger. I hear a glowy sound. Why do I hear a glowy sound? A feeding pit. Oh no, 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 shit. Oh no, fuck. Stupid little bats. I don't want to have to kill you. I mean, I do want to kill you. I just don't want to have to kill you. There we go. That's, I think, all of them dead. Oh, come on! Fucking bullshit. Ugh. Hearing something up here. Oh, I hear something over there. I wonder if there's a hidden key here, and if we find it and we kill it, we get it. I feel like lighting in this game. All right, I'm looking this up real quick, just because I want to know. Hell yeah, knowledge for the Elder Scrolls. I know I'm learning. So when Emperor Uriel Septim says this is the last day of the this is the something day of the last seed. What like, I know what that means in terms of, it's like an era that there he's going to die and the new era is going to start. It's going to be the era of essentially Mehrunes Dagon, unless Martin can do something about it. But like, what do those distinctions mean in terms of dates? And if there's a lot to talk about, we can have a little Discord chat. But I wanted to look this up. All right, let's see. Feeding pit. Met prime 2. Feeding pit. What is there in this place? Lumites. Feeding pit is extremely different from the version seen in the final game. Dark water platform Lumites phase on appear in the final version are all absent. But what else is in here? Inhabitants after the light beam. Oh, okay. 2 warrior ang. Okay. Powerbomb expansion. Return to this room with the light suit, and the expansion can be found in the poisonous waters of the room. Okay. So I mean, I could go to it right now without the light suit, but it's just saying that I have to have that to avoid damage, basically. Got it. For sure. So essentially, he knows it's going to be the end of the Septim era line. Okay, but so like, what is he actually talking? They know I'm a lore book and yap if they ask. So I would love to hear you yap about some lore. Let's see, Aerodite. Would you be up to having a conversation, or are you busy? I don't want to presume. Just someone else, I'm down to chat. Nice. All right. Okay, so if I do that, okay, cool. So it is using this microphone.
Hello. Hello. How you been?
It's good to talk to you. Life's
Yes.
crazy, man.
I bet.
So
So essentially, it's the end of his specific reign. Like, you mean the one where he's talking about in the very beginning line, correct?
right, where because he mentions the last seed, which is like basically like the month or the era of Elder Scrolls. Because I know that there's a bunch of different terms for the distinction of time within Tamriel, and
Yes.
the last seed is just one of those distinctions. I don't know if it's a day, a month, a year, or an era.
So the seed itself is technically the year. So they have their days and their months. They also have their years, which is what they call the seed.
So the last seed would be the last year.
Would be the last year for
For this-
Uriel Septim.
Okay. For this like era, essentially, like they because there's also a distinction in the Malefic era, the whatever era, you know, all those, like, is that what the last seed, because the last seed indicates it is the last day of something, or the last year of something. What is that something that it's the last year of? Is it just his
So it can also be determined as a century as well. So you know, like how in our normal human timeline, we have different centuries throughout the year, depending on the amount of time. So kind of similar thing time-wise that they have set up for Elder Scrolls itself. They have a very slightly similar time base.
like we have, you know, a millennia and thousands of years, a century and hundreds of years, and so on. Okay. So they have different denotations of time.
Different seeds, different eras. So the Septim era is essentially what follows after Tiber Septim, when he comes to power and comes to reign.
And so Uriel Septim is voiced by Patrick Stewart. He's the final in that line, because Martin is not technically a Septim, correct?
Martin is a Septim. He is Uriel Septim's son, but the way that they hint it is he's technically an illegitimate son.
Right. He's an illegitimate son, and also based on the story of the game, he no longer has heirs by the end of the game.
Yes, technically.
his
Martin
line
is
is
the
ended.
very, very last one.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So when it's called the last seed, that is a diegetic term, meaning it's within the story itself. Like when someone opens up the newspaper, it'll say this day, this month of the last seed. So that indicates that there is a crossing coming, like essentially the end of a century or the end of a millennium or something like that. So it's auspicious, or maybe inauspicious, that it's also coincides with the finality of the line of septims, essentially.
Yep. So essentially, Oblivion is the end of the entire Septim line. Because then when you go on to Skyrim, then you have the new emperor, I don't know his name, but He's the new emperor for that particular era during, you know, all the wars that happened after that, like the White Gold Tower
Concordat.
contract.
Yeah.
hmm
So the who was it who ascended to godhood? Was it Talos? Was a mortal who ascended to godhood?
Yes, Talos. Originally, his name was Tiber Septim.
Okay, so the Tiber Septim. I thought it was Tiber Septim, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Talos. Okay, so he changed. He transformed into Talos to essentially become the ninth Aedra, or the ninth divine. But that's where the White Gold Concordat is coming into place, because the High Elves do not want that. They do not recognize Talos as a deity, correct?
They refuse to recognize him as a deity because he was once human. They refuse to acknowledge that. They think, well, and also they're just the way that the Altmeri Dominion is they think anybody who is not their race is not superior.
Right.
And if they decide, oh well, I don't recognize your gods because they're not our gods. Essentially, that's their entire thing. Is they planned that entire war during Skyrim. They knew they were going to win.
That makes sense. Okay, so Talos Septim. Okay, so the Daedric and Aedric. Now, as far as I've read, there's basically the Aedra were the ones who are attributed to the creation of the plane of this plane. I don't know what the term for this plane is where Tamriel resides in. But they have there's a lot less evidence of the Aedra aside from the existence of everything, and you know that's what a lot of religions would claim, you know, as evidence in our world. But then the Daedra actually have a much more physical connection to the world. They have a much more evidentiary interaction. The Daedra, what is their relationship with the Aedra, if any? And also, what is their relationship with this plane of existence?
So with the Aedra, since they're technically considered the older gods, they are the gods and everything before, you know, the divines, the Daedra. There's not a whole lot based on their lore because of essentially they kind of become forgotten gods, but they are still there. You even see like some kind of hints here and there based on their lore. For the Daedra, they essentially, oh gosh, because there's some of them, because the way the Daedric gods they work, they're essentially tied more with the dark elves. So essentially Daedra are tied with the dark elf gods. They have, depending on which one, they have a more neutral standpoint, and then there's some that are quote unquote kind of good. They're more on the neutral good aspect is the best way I can describe it, except for some of them like Mehrunes Dagon.
Yeah, like I would say that Mephala, no, not Mephala. Mephala is definitely on the evil.
She's neutral evil.
She's neutral, right. So she is evil, but she it does not really play sides so much. But yeah, but Meridia is definitely good. I would say lawful good.
She's technically lawful good, yes.
Yeah. Same thing with Asura is probably neutral, I would say.
Yeah, Asura is true neutral.
Yep. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Molag Bal is 100% lawful evil, or at least neutral evil.
Yes. Molag Bal,
I feel like he has a very strong code about his evilness. At least based on what I understand of him.
He falls more under lawful evil because a lot of his lore, he is not a great dude. He's also technically the one who created the vampires that came to existence,
right?
Which you find out in Skyrim.
yeah, no, and that wasn't that like as a slight against somebody? Oh God, who was it? Was it a slight against Meridia or Periite?
It was a jab at Meridia. Periite, he's chaotic neutral.
I would actually have gone to say he's lawful neutral because he has a very specific way of interacting with the world.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
But he's definitely neutral. He's not evil or good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He believes in essentially the cleansing power of pestilence and plague, as well as order and cleanliness. He's the Daedric god of order and cleanliness and pestilence and plague. Yeah, Molag made you kill a guy with a cool base. Oh, in Oblivion, Molag is the one that requires you to kill the 9 other races, right? Be the champion of Molag.
You have to get the blood sample of each race for one of his weapons that you can get down the road.
Who is the one who's the ogres? Malakath?
Malakath, yes.
Yeah.
Malakath,
I don't get his deal.
He is tied in with the orcs. The orcs technically worship him,
right?
Because, Malakath is an interesting one.
I feel like he's not. He kind of just wants to be left alone with his orcs and his ogres.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, I don't think that he's like he's kind of. At worst, he's a racist. Like he doesn't like things that are not ogres and orcs. But beyond that, he's not like actively seeking destruction of anybody.
Yeah, he's not actively seeking destruction out of anything. Just kind of like along the lines of "You're not welcome among me, but I will reach out to you for help if I need it." Right.
And obviously, Sheogorath is chaotic. He's not new. He's not evil, good, or neutral. He's chaotic. Yep. What do you want from me? I'll turn you inside out, or I might give you a party hat. Yeah.
Cheese for everyone. Nope. Wait. Hold the cheese. We're not celebrating yet.
Just like he's the identity of everyone always says, "Oh yeah, I'm so chaotic, I'm so random." Lol. Like, oh you are now. Well, I'm going to disassociate your atoms into a pile of mess. Let's see how random you are now.
But no, Malakath, the more I think about it, more he's more associated with those who are considered outcasts among the races, which technically be the orcs, the ogres, such like that.
Trying to think of other ones. Peryite in Oblivion. I think wasn't the quest like his followers had tried to summon him, and he was like, "I am not a dog to be summoned," and he basically their souls got pulled into Oblivion, and he wanted you to rescue them and bring them back.
I don't think Peryite has a quest in Oblivion, if I remember right.
He's definitely in there. Spellbreaker's in there, and he's a dragon. He looks like a dragon.
Oh, yep. Now I remember. Yep, I'm remembering now. It's been a little bit, but I remember.
Because I think his followers are all like catatonic when you find them, and you have to like go into his domain and pull them out because they tried to pull him to them. And they pulled themselves in instead. Yeah. And then I can't remember what the name is of the Sam Gwyn or something, the Sanguine Rose guy.
Oh, Sanguine.
But what's the guy's name who it's not Sanguine, right? Because Sanguine Rose is his weapon.
Oh gosh.
He believes in partying and just like he's probably the chaotic neutral of the group.
Yes, he is chaotic neutral because he's just more like, oh, we're fun, we're parties. Oh shit, what was his name? I see him. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's gonna come to me.
I really liked his quest in both Oblivion and Skyrim. Skyrim is like the whole night to remember. Oblivion is the you got to go and get invited to a party and cast a spell that makes everybody naked.
Yes, that one is fun to do.
I always hate doing it though because I feel I get in trouble with the law, and I always have thousands of gold worth of stolen shit on me.
Oh, it is Sanguine.
Is it even Sanguine? Because I know he uses Sanguine Rose, so it's Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, question: where does Sithis lie in all of this? Because I know he's not a
So-
Daedra per se.
So Sithis is essentially the void. Sithis is nowhere and everything in between. So he's what's the best way to describe Sithis?
I mean, he's essentially Hela in the Nordic mythology. He's the god of death, essentially, right? 'Cause
He's the
there
god
is-
of the void. So technically, yes, god of death. But he's not.
Because there's no Aedra or Daedra that is like over death. Like Mehrunes Dagon is the god of war, so to speak,
Mhm.
but there's no real death god
Mhm.
in the Aedra or Daedra. Sithis is sort of like I would classify him more as like in the Greek mythology. He would more like chaos, the primordial.
Mhm.
In that he's not
So-
really he was almost above all of the gods in his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sithis himself, he is more of a soul incarnate of an entity who is a primordial deity, who's neither Aedra, Daedra, divines, but essentially part of a soul of a deity is how he was created. So he's created to be nothing.
The soul of a deity with no will, or vice versa. The will of a deity with no soul.
So it gets a little complicated from there. Because that also ties in with the other deities that are part of the other races, kind of like how Daedra are more tied in with the Dark Elves for the most part. So like Azura is technically the one deity that most Dark Elves tend to follow. And then there's some of the Aldmeri deities that the High Elves will follow. So there is one specific one that Sithis technically comes from and is the opposite force of Sithis, who is called Enui El. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. I might
Yeah.
be saying it completely wrong. But they are the opposite of Ariel, who is another deity of the High Elves themselves. So
Is Ariel the
I'm not
one?
losing.
Is Ariel the one that you end up fighting in the Knights of the Nine quest?
No, that is a different deity that you fight. No, wait. One moment.
Oh no, that one starts with a U. Aquisigal or something like that. Here, let me see. Knight of the Nine. I spelled knights wrong. Umaril.
Umaril. Mhm.
Yeah, Umaril
He
the
is-
Unfettered. He's one of the
Yes.
last Aelid sorcerer kings.
Mhm.
Okay, I
And
don't know
that's the-
anything about
that's
the
the-
lore for that.
So the Aelids, they're essentially kind of the same thing. They came before the other races. So that's why when you go around a lot of the places in Oblivion and along Tamriel, you see the old Aeliad ruins.
Right, right.
So they're essentially the original elves.
I thought the Aelids were. I'm thinking of the. Yeah, yes. You have the Daedric and Adric, right? The Adric are the god, the deities of the Aelids were before. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So essentially, before all the nine divines, there was Auriel and Anuriel. Auriel is technically the elven variant of what Akatosh is for the nine divines. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Ariel's no. Yeah, it's good. I'm also playing at the same time, so I'm trying to. I'm
No, you're
pausing,
good, you're good.
digesting. Beskar, it's good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome to the party.
Hi, Beskar.
Sarati and Queen. Yep, Queen Erudite is here with us. Erudite's awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild are tied to Asura very very strongly with the Nightingales, but that's in
Actually-
Skyrim, not. We got.
Sorry, not to actually you. I'm sorry.
Nocturnal. Sorry, Nocturnal. My bad. Nocturnal. I meant to
Nocturnal.
say.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are part of Nocturnal.
Right. So Nocturnal,
Nocturnal-
typically has the lockpick, the skeleton key, right? As her.
The skeleton key. Mhm.
Yeah, I love that. I hate wasting because once I get the skeleton key, I can just sell all my lockpicks. Easy.
Yep. Sell all your
Love
lockpicks. Keep one lockpick and just farm your lockpicking
Yeah.
skills.
Spam
That's actually
that.
what I'm in the middle of grabbing right now.
Love it. Yeah, Asura I like for getting the black star.
Yes.
Just because like it's a guaranteed grand soul on every fucking bandit you kill. I love it.
Mhm.
I know it's evil, but fuck them.
I mean, it's a bandit, so
Yeah. Well,
nothing bad
yeah,
with that.
yeah, and like if it were in real life, I'd probably be like, yeah. And this is like they respawn. They're not real. I don't have empathy for code. Good stuff. So yeah, Nocturnal. They're tied to Nocturnal. The cowl was stolen by a thief long ago. The what was it called? The something cowl?
The Grey Cowl.
The Grey Cowl, yeah.
The Grey Cowl is tied in with the Thieves Guild too, so that
It was stolen from Nocturnal a very long time ago, right?
yes.
And yeah, it was passed along from generation to generation, and eventually your character in Oblivion gets it passed to them.
Yes, but when you get it in Oblivion, so essentially when the cowl was stolen, Nocturnal, obviously very pissed off by
Cursed it,
this
yeah.
specific thief, she essentially placed a curse on the cowl that strikes their name from the books. Like this person never existed. As soon as they
Right.
gain the cowl, their name will be forever stricken from history.
Yeah, not just history, but memory as well.
Mhm.
Like, oh man, that's actually there's exists that concept in other media that it's always a great like curse, so to speak. Like if you've ever have you ever read the book Aragon or the series?
I read a little bit of it.
I really like that series. Like there's a little bit of there's overlap with other stories, yes, but there's a little bit of like contrivedness throughout the series, but for the most part it is very cohesively written, and I feel like all of the characters are fairly distinct and consistent in motivation, which is very important for me. But one of the things in there is essentially here I'm gonna actually mute the audio for this. Can I still hear you? Question mark. I can. Cool. So essentially, magic is a force of the world. It's a force of nature that is inherently like there is a language called the ancient language that basically allows one to order the magic that they want to do. So if someone were to say light that stick on fire in the ancient language, and they had the ability to sort of interact with the skein of magical energy underlying the nature, they would be able to light the stick on fire. But if you don't necessarily need the language in order to do magic. You can actually, if you have the ties to magic, you can just think, light that stick on fire. But the problem is if you don't use the language, it actually, your thoughts can dictate what actually happens. So if you say light that stick on fire and then accidentally in that moment think of your best friend, you might light your friend on fire.
Yeah.
So in this realm, in this universe, magic is sort of like this underlying cosmic or nature power that certain entities can access, and using the language they can order their thoughts. So if you don't have access to your language, let's say you're gagged or you're drunk and you just can't form language words very well, you can still use magic, but it's a lot more perilous because if your thoughts should stray, your magic can go awry. In this world there are dragons, and dragons have access to magic in a way that most do not. Their magic is essentially like they can only access it what is it, unconsciously. They cannot consciously say I want to cause this magic to happen and then it happens. It they can only like in great moments of great stress, they can access the skeins of magic in a way that most humans and elves and other beings cannot fathom the level of power they can generate. So at one point, when they found out that 12 of their race, 12 dragons and 12 riders with those dragons had been causing had been sowing discontent, or not sowing discontent, essentially going around and murdering and stealing the essentially souls from other dragons and stuff like that from others. They all the dragons remaining got together and wrought one of the single largest pieces of magic, where they essentially stripped the dragons that had done this, the 12, from memory. Nobody could utter their names. Their names were still written in books, but when you looked at them, it looked like gibberish. You couldn't comprehend the names, and what was worse was it went even deeper than just memory and written. They could not refer to themselves as any name, meaning they could not use pronouns. They could not say, I want to do this, I think this. They could no longer structure sentences in ways that referred to themselves as an entity. So they essentially went mad for lack of being able to speak. And like the understanding of that curse was like, that's a scary fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
To essentially be scoured from not only the minds of everyone else, but to not even be able to be referred to as, like, if you said, oh yes, that dragon over there, he has a great wingspan, or he has a cool color, you couldn't say that. You would say it. You would say the dragon. You could not refer to it as a being other than just an item, essentially. And so like if the gray cow did that too, like the gray fox, you couldn't even say the gray fox. I guess the identity, you could say, you could remove the identity, but then the gray fox wouldn't be able to say like, I did this heist, I am a great thief. They would say like the gray fox. They would have to speak about themselves in the third person, which would kind of suck. Anyway, all that being said, I like Aragon. You should read it.
I think I still have my copy somewhere.
Yeah. There's 4 books now: Aragon, Eldest, Brissinger, and Inheritance.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's another one that recently came out that Christopher wrote, but it was called Murtagh, which is essentially like a continuation of the series from perspective of one of the other main characters. But I didn't get it, and I'm not really into it.
Ew.
You might like it. It's more of the dark brood. He's more of the dark brooding type. He's like Zuko from Avatar. So I mean,
Damn.
well, I mean, I feel like a lot of people like Zuko. I like Zuko as a character. I don't really, I don't think of him as highly as like Aang, Katara, Sokka, or Toph. But I like his story. I feel like his story is a very, very crucial part of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But Murtagh is very similar.
Called out.
I wasn't specifically you, but like most people. But yeah, you too. You too. Yeah. So he's basically like the he's the one who fluctuates between good and bad regularly, and then eventually is the good dude. So kind of like how initially Zuko is bad, he's hunting the Avatar and fighting and blah blah blah, and then eventually he finally gets over gets over his loss and accepts his uncle as his accepts his life as just a humble tea servant in the Ba Sing Se, and then eventually turns again against his uncle, and then at the end he finally realizes where he should be, and he abandons his family to join the Avatar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a great arc. What a fucking character.
It
man.
was a really good arc.
But I think that's it. That was awesome. Thank you for the information about Elder Scrolls. I would love to have another conversation in the future with more context.
Of course. Let me know when you want to. I will be more than happy to provide a lot of lore dump.
Awesome sauce. All right, I'll talk to you later, Erudite. I don't want to
Talk
play.
to you later.
What a great time. Erudite is awesome, man. We are the best of friends. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. Let's get into fighting these guys. There we go. Oh, I got him. Okay, I was like, oh, we missed the opportunity, but nope, got him. Yeah. They done run into my death trap. Love it. Mr. Jordan. 73. Nice. The Fuela Erudite. Dark Aegon Temple Key. It's 840. I wonder if we can get all the way up to the big worm dude that I can't remember his name. And we are about as close to full ammo as I could be. I love it. Last shield. Okay, so now we need to go up. Is there any way to go up? I need to get up there somehow because there is another key up there. I also didn't scan the ing blocking the door. Son of a bitch. I wanted to do that. Got him. There we go. Okay, by his own force evidence, Parasite confessed to turn on his allies against Doma. Okay, cool. I want to get up there. Oh, I guess I didn't need to. So there's another Dark Aegon Temple key in the temple itself, so this is all we needed. We just needed this one. Yep. Now, what is up here? Oh, we got them all. Okay, so we already got the one over there. Cool. What could I use? Is there anything in here that I can do? Is this where I came from? It is where I came from. No, it isn't where I came from. I went down below. There we go. Hello. Oh no, oh, that's oh geez, what happened? Oh boy. Looks like something bad happened to you, buddy. Hi, how's it going? Just gonna go over here. You can't see me. I dare you. I double dare you. Come here. How you doing? Hey, Random! How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the party. I'm doing well. Having a good time. Enjoying life. All that jazz. All right, so we got everything we need for the temple. I think I just walked past an enemy. I was like, why not? Excuse me. Yeah, we're in the wrong area. We need to. Oh. Need to find our way back to the portal. Oh, big health. I like it. Boink. All right, so where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The portal room is behind me. Okay. Let's go back this way. Should have ate food before drinking. I got into drinking some wine, felt good, but I'm hot. Yeah, you are. I'm just kidding. Cool. Glad you're feeling good. Glad you're feeling good. Should I eat before drinking? Yeah, probably. What do I have to eat? I have eggs. I have eggs and steak. I could cook steak after this. Ah! Okay. So I have steak. I could let it thaw. I need to let it thaw. I could cook it tonight. Get it to room temperature, then cook it. And then I'll have steak, eggs, and deliciousness. I could cook it tomorrow morning, but tomorrow I have to go to the other condo and move some stuff. Steak time? I don't know. Now, the problem is I didn't thaw it. Like, I just pulled it out of the fridge, so it's gonna be another hour before it's ready. Teriyaki steak and rice. Ooh, ooh, interesting. I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. Ow. Cool. And let's get back. Give me put it in my mouth. Teriyaki steamed rice, preheating it. That in the middle of drinking. Oops, it was super good. That does sound good. Okay, there is a door over there, but I think I can only get up to that from the spider ball, so can't actually use that. However, I do want to. There is a door over there I can't go in through. There's a door over there I can. I would like to go there, but let's go through this one first, and then let's get out. Let's get gone. Meow, 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 meow. The space fires take more damage against dark beam from dark beam. This is where dark Samus crashed in. That's really cool. That it actually has like it paints a picture of how she got in. I feel like a lot of people don't even notice that. That spatial rend was really cool. Really, one shot? There we go. All right, so I want to go this way first. Wait, did the guy drop any ammo? He did drop some health. Okay, cool. I want to go this way first. I kind of want to go upstairs real quick, grab the health from those things, even though I don't really need it. Cool. And we are at 50 on both ammos. Oh shit. Love it. I want to play God of War again. Boy. Ah, of course you would. Hi. I'm pretty sure there's a drawing some emos focused on it. They're made by the image of my cat. Oh, that's adorable. I feel like this is an ammo expansion, but I might also be wrong. Yeah, it's just a missile expansion. Okay. Is this the cache? What room is this? The cache room, I think. Storage B. Okay. There's storage A, B, C, and D in this place. All right, and that is all I wanted to do in this fuck you. Space pirate base. Yeah, I was gonna say I went through 2 locations. Why are you still not attacking me? Damn, double tapped. Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. All right, I'm just going to hang out up here for a bit. I'm gonna go down.
Got him.
I want to go up the upstairs way because the downstairs way just leads back out the way we came, whereas the upstairs way leads to boom, baby. You'll see. I'm also very much looking forward to June. After all the travel, I'm really looking forward to coming back and like hitting all this hard. Not only is the kitchen gonna be being redone, I'm getting my solar panels installed Friday, by the way, which is gonna be good to start generating some money from the generating some money from electricity, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Nice. Excuse me? Can I hit that guy? There we go. Actually lost a decent amount of health there. Jeez. I think I've destroyed everything I needed to over there. Ah, there's one down there. There we go. Now I can jump up. Smart. Like it. I think that's everything. And I'm pretty much full on everything except for light beam ammo, and that's close enough.
Log 07.159.9. Another hunter, wearing the traditional colors of Samus-Aran, made planetfall today. Horrific as it may sound, there are two of them now. There are two of them now. We are breaching for a new assault. This dire turn of events may bear some goodwill. One of our scouts in Dark Ether saw a curious encounter. The Dark Hunter attacked the one clad as Samus near a Phazon site. Perhaps they are not allies, but foes. Perhaps we can forge an alliance with the Dark Hunter and exchange Phazon for the head of our common enemy.
Scheiße. Technician report. The wind energy systems are online. I've managed to build a modest supply of reserve power, but I doubt it will last. All of these trips into Dark World are taking a huge toll on the energy supply. We'll see how they feel about these stupid expeditions when the cooling system shuts off and the power latrines go offline. I like the griping of the space pirate. Great. What is this? Ooh, I like it. Beam ammo expansion, doubling our beam capacity immediately. I love it. That's amazing. Bowl noodles kimchi. Ooh. BRB about talking about food earlier made me hungry. Now it's time I do my hour stretch by because sewing turns my spine into shrimp. Getcha.
Oh, so these are the Brits. My journey comes to an end. The thrice cursed things prepared an ambush for of singular cunning in the mining station. Oh, why am I Scottish? They caught me and like a neophyte fresh from... Why am I Scottish? Hold on now. Like a neophyte from the training halls. I have sent 5 score of their number to whatever fell pit they call the afterlife, but in vain. My life is extinguished.
That's the way to put it. Anyway, I got the beam! Shield was taken from the wreckage of the space pirate starship Perseus your weaponry, but not from a slight crack in the wall. Nice. Oh, love it. Beautiful, and we are now full on both. Alright, so I want to go to Dark Aether, and I believe the only way for me to do that right now is through this portal. Let's do that. Oh, not even engaging. Not even engaging. Not even engaging, not even engaging, not even engaging. Wrong play. Okay, so I have to go downstairs first. Well, that was easier than I thought. Okie dokie. Pretty much max. Hey, Lycos, what's up? Aggressive banana bread. Yo! Assassino cappuccino or dung 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 dung. Sue her? You're a little scotch. I don't know why. Where's the good? Thank you. But no. Now, of course, this is supposed to be like, you know, really old and campy Cockney. Don't know why it changed over to Scottish mid voice. It's weird. Oh man. Relaxing after a lot of stress. Finally got a job to pay my bills again, but my career job, not my career job yet. Okay, well, hey, that's a way to look at it. I'm glad that you have that like mindset where you know where you're going. Yeah, this has been a bit. These last few months have been very stressful. Buying a house, moving to a house, trying to figure out all the things that involve with a house. Like I'm still dealing with that. And then I've got travel coming up the entire month of May. So like when I get back in June, I've got 3 projects happening. I've got new windows coming in. I've got the kitchen stuff going on. I've got a kitchen being demolished and rebuilt, and closets all being added, as well as solar panels being done tomorrow or Friday. So windows are fucking expensive. Oh my god. Like one of them gave me a quote for $80,000 and the one I went with was like 40,000. Jesus Christ. Like that's 4 times more money than I've ever seen in my life. Beef stew. Nice. So I've got that going on. The replacing my entire fucking kitchen is like half the price of new windows. Like that's insane how that goes. Like counters and everything. Oh wait, shit. There we go. And the last one. Nice. Yeah. My parents quote 4 window companies. Yeah, from 50 to 70, 27K. Yeah. And it also depends on how many you're doing. Like I got 5 sliding glass doors and like 16 windows. And yeah, replacing all of them was holy shit. The sliding glass doors them alone were $20,000, like $22,000. And for 5 sliding glass doors, $22,000. That's over $4,000 a door. Jesus. All right, so we're going to the Aegon Temple. We're going to a save point. That's good. The dueling range. We might be able to use that door that I couldn't use before. That's good. And then we're going over to the Aegon Temple. There we go. 8 windows replaced a new door we saw with a doggy door. The install guys were cool and respectful though. Yeah, I've had no problem with anybody working for the company. It's just the company itself costing that much. And they said, yeah, like windows are just really goddamn expensive right now. And it was like that before anything with Trump. It was just like right now materials are just really goddamn expensive in general. Wood, stone, windows, you know, glass, everything to build a house is really expensive. Big bay windows. Yeah, I got 2 windows that are like regular windows, and then on top there's a curved section, which each one counts as a separate window, and the curved section counts as extra because they have to cut away portion of it. Your best friend is thinking about installing a new fence. I was thinking about getting a new fence, but the cost of a fence was like, right now for me, a fence is not high priority. The cost of it was like, it's not worth doing it with everything else going on. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are.
Got him.
Damn it. All right. The dark door over here, I believe, that I've never gone through. So let's open her up and see what's going on. I think there's got to be a Sky Temple key or something around here. Like, there wouldn't be an empty chamber. There's got to be a Sky key somewhere around here. Ooh, okay, there we go. I don't think I saw that last time I was here. Ads, BRB. Ew. I'm like, dude, y'all should piss your life before you do that. Wood is hella high. Yeah, agreed. Are we still in the ad? Can you hear us now? How far are you into Metroid 2? No worries. I'm just about to face the first major guardian boss, or the first major boss. The get the dark suit. The big worm dude. So let's go back to the save station real quick. Just save one more time, and then we'll be ready to fight big dude. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do it tonight. I've been away from streaming for a while, and I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone nearly the entire month of May. I'll be back on the 13th. I might stream then, but I'll definitely stream on the 14th, and I'll be streaming and recording stuff, because I also have to record a bunch of voices before I go. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be fun. Oh my god, let me up. All right, where are we going? We're going over here. Yep. All the light bearers are no longer here. I did an interview last week for a construction company, and their job would pay double, if not triple, what I used to make. Hopefully they call me back. Hell yeah. Sounds awesome, man. Oh yeah, I can't get up there. I don't have no spider ball yet. Oh god, the spider ball guardian, or the spider guardian is the fucking worst. I hate that one. We're going to the left. Okay, cool. Nothing. Yay. What is it? There's a pod later. I think it's in the Torvus Bogs, where if you blow it up, it creates a like a poisonous cloud that hurts you, but it also releases the items inside. I want to say it's not the ink pod, but it's like some kind of cache in Torvus Bogs. Yeah, hopefully that interview really turns out to be what you're looking for. Dark Temple Aegon access. Dark Aegon Temple access. That's it. Not Dark Temple Aegon. Hey, Beastman! This boss looks like if Satan made cream horns. That's a terrifyingly accurate description. Okay, I can't go. I already went to the left. That's where the key was. I can't go to the right. So let's just go on. Here we go. Boss time. Creepy. Hey, it's Dune. This is the Dune section. Amorbis. That's it. Okay. Biogenerated power sphere. Dark energy for the Amorbis. Oh, cool. I actually got it all in one. Nice. Amorbis! Giant Tongue Guardians. Avoid target as it enters and leaves the earth. Look for disturbances in the ground. Target cannot survive long out if its outer shell is cracked. Nice, 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 nice. I believe that's everything. So now we have Amorbis 2. Dark Amorbis, dark energy, charged guardians. Targets gain armor, beam, weapon, generation properties. Weak spot within its mouth detected. Concussive force may deliver damage to it. Bring it on, big boy. Whoa. Man, got that good suck. And you will never look at Creamhorn the same way. I don't know what a Creamhorn is actually, sadly. Ooh, lots of energy. What is this, an ultra energy? Large energy unit, 50 energy. Okay, cool. Got him. Ah, shit.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, if you hide behind the crystal, it'll actually darken the crystal with those blasts. Amorbus! You got a morbid! A morbid! It's morbid time! How the hell? Aha! I think I got him. Oh shit. Ah shit. Damn it. Oh, I hit him! That was a random shot. I love it. Ah! Got him. All right, there's gonna be a heck of a fight. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All three of them. Nice. One tap, baby. What happens if you don't blow up in his mouth? Let's see. Well, let's do this guy. See what happens. Oh no, he has me in his, oh god, oh. Okay, so he just spits me back out. Oh no, oh god, what, oh the horror, he's eating me. The game is amazing, absolutely, absolutely. Who needs modern graphics? Boom. Like how it just spawns a light zone around it. Any more pickupables? No? Okay. Dark suit! Give me the suit! I don't like how this suit looks necessarily. I don't like the big, what look like generators on the edge of her shoulders, but aside from that, it's not bad. It is never explained how Samus is able to roll into a ball without breaking every bone in her body. I mean, she's super limber, man. She does that yoga shit. Yeah, like the ball that she rolls into is definitely not something her form could maintain. Yoga and Pilates. Yep, there you go. Exactly. So we are going that way, yes. And now, big thing pop out of ground for some reason. Doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I like how we are now losing health as fast as we gain it in the light zones. That's useful. I'm gonna cook a steak and some eggs after this. Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. Might even throw in a slice of cheese. Uh-oh. My controller sometimes gets some of the, it gets disconnected in such a way that some of the buttons get depressed. So that one, it was like, it wouldn't let me go forward. All right, let me suck up your energy. Oh, yeah. And we've destabilized the Aegon Waste portion of this world. Oh, energy transfer. Milk. Oh man, that felt good. Don't do this, kid. Don't do it. Don't try this at home. I am what you call an idiot. All right. Access point. Okay. Is there anything over here that's handable, usable, somethingable? No? Okay. Oh, there might be something. Alrighty. We need to have people watch the VOD if they want to see the Morbus fight. I got sucked and eaten. That's creepy. Try to possess me, I dare you. Cozies. Yeah, the dark suit renders this whole, like, the dark either not like unnecessary, or not unnecessary, but not irrelevant, but damn near. I haven't been through that dark door yet. Interesting. Nor have I been to that door that I can't go through over there. Oh no, you ran into my trap. You just triggered my trap guard. Again, Jesus. Guys, come on. Hey, it's a save room. Beautiful. Hey, listen, buddy. I may be stupid. Much appreciated. So just to clarify, or just to let you know, I will be streaming on Friday to some degree, maybe not the normal, because I do have to go to bed really early because I have to get up like at 6 a.m. or earlier to fly. Oh shit, yeah, I need to actually set up an Uber trip. Interesting. Your cruise is about to begin. I know. I'm excited. I have a couple things I got to do before I do that. Okay. I got a couple things I got to do. All right. I think I'm going to call it here. It has been a pleasure. Quick game. Yes. Cool beans. Da 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 da. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been a lovely time. So again, my current schedule is I'm going to be probably making a final trip, hopefully, to the other condo, to the condo to pick up stuff from the kitchen, stuff from the bar, green screen stuff, and a few other minor things, and a blazer. I might have one or two more, but like that's pretty much it at this point. I need to get a realtor to come help me start the process of getting the place set up or fixed up. So I will. Yeah, I guess I'll start that in motion. Beyond that, I will be back. So once I leave on Saturday, I will be back about 2 weeks later on the 13th. About 2 weeks from now, actually. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should actually drive over to my condo tonight. Drive over there. Drive over to the condo and then wake up in the morning. And then from there, drive over to work with the load of stuff. That way I'm not making a trip over just for... No, I think I need to stay over the night. I need to charge my car. My car is a little low. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I love you. Appreciate you. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Let's do the thing. Do the good. All right. What do we got? Zally's playing The Witcher. Got Kimmy. Kimmy playing Plate Up. Ian Shreds doing some music over on his channel. I don't know anything about this game. Like I know a little bit about the show and the overall story, but never actually played the game. I mean, I have the game. I played a little bit of it and I didn't like it. All right, I'm sending this over to YouTube chat. So you guys have his link and we're going to raid Zally Farrell. Have a good night. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye, Doom. Bye, Jordan. Thank you guys so much for being in my shorts. I appreciate you guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest and well, I'm gonna go cook some steak, and then I'm gonna get some rest and try to figure out what is the next stage, because I have to pay the Freedom Solar guys, I have to pay the pool guy. Yeah. Like, wow, nice. Enjoy. Good night, guys. Good night, Defuelo. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll send pictures of steak. I'll see you later, Ardite. See you later, Doom. Let's get this raid started. Appreciate you. Let's keep it going in the lovely and amazing Zowie Farrell's channel. He's been going for 3 hours and 50 cents, so he'll probably be going for another 2 hours or so.
Much bigger than I thought. I want to pick up my spoils of war before I go anywhere.
A drowner brain. Oof. All right, let's give Zowie a hip hip hooray. Oh, let's do a raid command real quick
Given
here.
what we know so far, both about this quest and the game in general, that there's gonna be a way for us to.
Why are my commands not working? What is the deal with my sound alerts?
I imagine the only way we can save.
Incoming! You've got rats!
Drunky said you were funny looking.
Painless death.
I used to be you've got rats. I think I love you too, Jordan. Thank you so much for being awesome. I'll be back on Friday, and then I'll be here periodically throughout the cruise. I'll probably pop in on
So long
Discord.
that we
But
explore the entire,
all the love.
entire world map before we actually
I will
finish it.
talk to you soon. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week.